Hello everybody, it's Charlie again, and I'm currently playing UFC 2, and there's a reason why I'm recommending this game in 2024. But yeah, let's do another replay review. Other than that, let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up guys, how's it going? Back for another review here. We got one of the most legendary status UFC games and realistic fighting simulators I've ever played. Might be the best one actually. As you can see there, it starts you off with a little prologue of a legendary matchup between Lawler and Rory McDonald. And one of my favorite fights, brutal as hell. If you're gonna watch it and you don't like, I don't know, blood and gore, maybe you shouldn't watch that fight. It's pretty disgusting what they did to each other, but it got legendary status because these two guys gave it all they had, and it's simply that well. The game displays it in such a realistic manner. I mean, the damage performed, the way the hits are done, the way they respond to the hits, the animations are perfect. This game is truly a masterpiece. Unfortunately, guys, you can't find this game anymore on the PSN digitally. You might have to order it from Amazon because it's not available anymore. But the cool thing about this game is that it gets some kind of enhancement when you play it on the PS5. I found out when I recently downloaded it again and tried it out, because I played the crap out of it when I first played it, but it's been a while, and it has all the sensors activated, made for the game. You can feel all the hits and everything, which is really cool. And yeah, it's a mixed martial arts game, guys, based on the UFC franchise, and it's worth every penny. Trust me. It just feels good. The fighters are heavy depending on the weight. Right here is the main menu. As you can see, variety of things to select, customization, live. Fortunately, the internet does not work on the game anymore. It kind of sucks. When I went back into the game, I realized that the servers had shut down, but it's still worth getting because you can still play with your friends. Couch co-op, guys, come on. Or practice on your own. The game just feels so good to play that it doesn't matter if you're playing it on your own. There's career mode, just a variety of things, knockout mode, team, ultimate team, which I'll show you I show you a clip of knockout mode, which is really cool. The legendary Bruce Lee. The father of mixed martial arts, quoted by Dana White, and one of the greatest martial artists of all time, if not the greatest, in my opinion. And it's just cool that he's in the game. And he's in several weight classes. I think all the way to 160. I'm not really sure. Maybe 150. But he plays really well. He does his woohoo. So there's celebrity status, martial artists in the game, and athletes. Here I'm showcasing Bruce Lee's jiu-jitsu skills. And yeah, Bruce Lee did have grappling skills. A lot of people don't know that. He actually was very proficient in judo. He did take a lot of judo throughout his life that people aren't aware of, but he didn't put it in the movies much because people weren't interested in that. Come on, entertainment. A lot of people want to see stand-up fights, kicks and punches mostly. But yeah, he tried to put, obviously I put some of that grappling in there just so you guys can see how the grappling flows, and it's really cool in that way. And yeah, it's just worth playing. Obviously, Jose Aldo, one of the greatest fighters, fighting Bruce, unfortunately, after his loss to Conor in a few seconds, Another mainstay, greatest boxer of all time, or one of them, Mike Tyson, fighting Alistair Overeem, the Reem. All you have to do is eat horse meat if you want to be like Alistair. But anyways, Alistair Overeem, another legend, obviously an MMA legend, fighting a boxing legend. And the fact that Mike Tyson is in here, guys, when heavyweights hit each other, you see the rippling effect on their skin, sweat coming off. This game displays a great 2016 game too, which is crazy how realistic it is. It's better than the newer UFC games, trust me. I don't know why that is, but just everything seems so, you could tell they put in more time when they made this one, in my opinion. And yeah, I could already tell you, guarantee recommend this game. Not only for Mike Tyson and Bruce Lee in the game, but just for everything as a whole, as a package. It's worth it. Obviously, I knocked him out, Mike Tyson. I had to. I gave him a Mike Tyson. But yeah, guys, obviously 23-year-old Mike Tyson, younger version. Right here is a gigantic roster of legendary fighters. You know, Michael Bisping, who eventually became champion. We got just a lineup that you wouldn't believe. Nick Diaz. I don't watch UFC that much anymore, but you'll remember all these names. And I think the roster got updated to a certain extent because some of these guys, they're there now, or maybe they're still fighting, and some of their likenesses too. But anyways, as we go on, two of the greatest fighters I've ever seen, Demetrius Johnson and Henry Cejudo. These guys were great. In my opinion, Demetrius is the greatest of all time, right there with John Jones. It's kind of hard to pick, but obviously, in my opinion, the most skilled fighter, definitely in the UFC. John Jones is unbeatable, guys. Let's face it, he's not gonna lose. And if he does, I'll be shocked. But yeah, I'm here showing you that ground and pound. It's very brutal, very visceral. So new word everybody's using. And he does his legendary backflip. And of course, he's mighty, guys. He's Mighty Mouse. But Conor McGregor, TJ Dillashaw, what I told everybody would happen between TJ if TJ fought Conor. Some people might not like it because Conor is not very liked right now. But let's face it, Conor is one of the greatest fighters the UFC has ever produced. Not only promotional wise, but his ability. You know, he really is, in my opinion. He still could do it if he focuses. I think he still has it in him. And another great fighter, TJ Dillashaw, but I don't think they were on the same level, honestly. Especially if Conor went back to featherweight. There's no way anybody would beat him. He was unbeatable. As you can see, I did a barrage of punches. Knocked him the hell out, more ground and pound. And the replays are legendary in this game as well. The wind poses are also legendary. But yeah, just full-on martial arts, mixed martial arts, guys. Grappling, boxing, judo, wrestling, a lot of wrestling. Some of these AIs like to do. If you turn up the difficulty, it'll try to grapple the shit out of you. So if you don't like that, we're halfway through the video, and I'm showing the female roster just so you guys know there is female fights here as well, 2 weight classes. And right now, I think I'm gonna give the game a 9.5 out of 10. Not quite a 10 because there's something I gotta tell you. But yeah, here we got Amanda Nunes fighting Miesha Tate. 2 of my favorite female fighters. Obviously, legendary status. Amanda Nunes pretty much beat out all the women. All the women you thought she couldn't beat, like Cyborg and Ronda Rousey and Holly Holmes. Crazy, you know. She went through everybody, and she got her revenge fight and won it. But yeah, 9.5. This game deserves it. What I mean by not getting quite a 10, and I was gonna give it a 9 or a 9.5 because the submission aspect for the way it's controlled, that was back then when it was still not good. The grappling is good. The interchangeable positioning, that's actually really good. But the actual submission, how to get out, I still didn't like these mini games. So I do prefer the stand-up in this game. But overall, as a package, this is amazing game, guys, that you can get, you know. Obviously, UFC is a legendary franchise. We've seen other games like Undisputed 3, which is another one that had Pride Championships. That one is one of my favorites as well. I wish they would remake that, but that's another story for another day. Anyways, obviously, Amanda knocked her out. Unfortunately, beautiful Miesha Tate. Sorry, Miesha. But yeah, let's face it, Amanda Nunes, the monster. I don't know if she retired officially, but... And the replay just to show you guys how the sweat comes off their face and how brutal it is, how different ways they fall. They have that ragdoll effect. It's really cool. Rampage Jackson versus Chuck Liddell. 2 fighters that fought their first match in Pride, came over to UFC and fought again, and same result. Rampage won. Rampage is one of those brutal fighters. People don't know him that much now because he lost to John Jones. The version that fought John Jones is not prime Rampage, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. Rampage fought John Jones, and even though he said he was doing great or whatever, he's a humble guy. He's not going to say he's not in it anymore, you know. Here, Anderson Silva had to finish it off with... what can I say about Anderson Silva that hasn't already been said? Forget about that Jake Paul fight. That was stupid. I'm not going to talk about it. But when he was in his prime, he was unstoppable, guys. We're talking Matrix, agility, and reflexes, and just amazing, you know. But yeah, this game as a whole, as you can see for yourself, the gameplay speaks for itself. Guys, get this game 9.5 out of 10. Try to get the physical copy. I haven't seen the digital anymore. Updated with PS5 or PS4 Pro update, I guess, and it feels really good. It feels really realistic, and there's nothing more to say than yes, this is the best you can do right now with a realistic fighting simulator. Closest thing to a UFC event, in my opinion. Even the arenas and everything showcased in such a good way, the damage is shown, it's felt, and it looks realistic. Like I said, they even flex, and it looks cool. But yeah, Anderson Silva obviously came out on top, because why not against Mark Munoz? I forgot to mention Mark, great fighter. Here then, last but not least, again guys, 9.5, basic control scheme, visuals, audio, profiles, account, share, all this stuff. It does have it, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. And like I always say, go game.